think we lost you. Oh, there you go. You still there?
I'm here.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh. Are you there?
I'm still here.
Okay, I didn't know if I got cut off.
Yeah, I wasn't
It's hard
sure.
to hear. I live out in the middle of nowhere, and this, my reception on my cell phone isn't always the best.
So basically, your message is that we all are one, and we're going through this great change, and everyone's going to feel it. And a lot of people ask me about the everyone says Planet X, Nibiru, and the web, the web around the planet, the control is going to be gone. And they say I didn't get enough info about Planet X. What's your message as far as Planet X?
Okay, Planet X, that was a big story. Planet X was a setup. It was a setup by the Alliance, which are the good guys, along with God, the One, who manifests in a form where you can walk and talk and, it's not like this enigmatic ball of light out somewhere, just invisible. Planet X, the reptilians back in the day, a couple of years ago, they believed, because of the setup, that Planet X was going to come past the Earth in a trajectory that would tear apart the electromagnetic force field that's surrounding Earth right now. It's called the net in reverse. This net would be shredded, and once that happens, we would be able to see into the astral world. Right. That's where they operate openly. The astral world is a duplicate of the physical world. Well, either way, vice versa. It's not some airy-fairy place. People over there walk around and they eat and drink, and just like those of us here. That was my first huge revelation when I was able to talk to people through EVP, which is talking to spirit people. So that Planet X, as it would come through to shred this electromagnetic force field that keeps the two worlds separated by frequency. So the reptilians believed that this was incoming. They created, or they built this huge ship called the Phoenix, and it was in the astral world in the Middle East, and they were collecting kids, abducting kids, so from all over.
That's right. Speak the truth. Speak the truth. Right.
They wanted to start the world over again, and
right. This
was a big breakthrough. They wanted to get out, and to do that with this huge ship. I mean, this ship was just unbelievably big. You would have to open up the net, and when they breached the net to get out, that's when the Alliance was able to come in, and actually that started the astral war. And I documented with audio 2.5 years of that war. But if they hadn't believed that Planet X was coming, and if they were trying to escape, that they would have just made it more of a fortress here. Would have been almost impossible for anything to happen.
So Peggy.
They just would have made it a fortress. So
Peg, a lot of people are paranoid and they feed into the fear, and I personally believe that the illusional reality that we live in is going to be broken, and like you had said, we're going to see our the true reality, which is love, light, and our brothers and sisters that are waiting for us. Now, a lot of people say chemtrails. I mean, you've said yourself that chemtrails are the reptilians feeding us. What is the deal with these chemtrails? Because they're so happy.
Well, my understanding of the chemtrails, there were three aspects to that. One of them was to spread different kinds of diseases physically here. Another, I have a reversal that from Dick Cheney saying, there's too many of them doused here.
Right, they want to depopulate. Right.
Now. And another aspect of that was to seed people with the symbiotes, or the seed of reptilian race. In other words, these embryonic seeds that what they were planning was to, and this was the Morgellon situation that started. People of certain DNA, of certain genetics, when they got the chemtrail seeds on them, they manifested and they began to grow before the reptilians wanted them to. The reptilians didn't want it to happen right away. They didn't want people to understand what was going on. They wanted these seeds or these embryos to kind of lay in a stasis inside of people, and then when they kind of hit the button, we're all supposed to have, because we've all been around chemtrails, and everybody has. And that was the idea.
Right. So what do you think? What do you think is going to happen now? I mean, is this plan still in effect?
That they would grow inside of us, and kind of like we would be the host.
Right. Exactly.
For this new space, but that's not how that they failed. They failed at that. That did not happen, but that was the plan. So people. And there was somebody else. I can't remember. I know there's a lot of things with chemtrails. But these plans have all fallen apart because this light is poised to come in, but the healing really has to, the astral world has to be cleaned up first. And that's what's happening right now. Right. And when I say cleaned up, it's not just, tidy it up and get rid of pollution. I'm talking about energetically. There are energy beings that exist over there that were a part of our. They were a part of what controlled us. And these are, and when I'm getting voices from these energy beings, I'm talking about things like war is a being. Death is a being. Pornography is a being. Rape is a being. These are not just concepts. These are actual beings that are alive, and they speak, and they are what everything is powered up with consciousness. And these consciousnesses are beings. I can't say for sure what they look like, but I think that they're humanoid. And they've been coming through this audio that I put up on the DVD forum. I've been putting it up like every day for months. And they want to be a part. They don't want to do what they're doing. They're tired of being the oppressors of humanity and life. They want to be a part of this new world, and they have to be, because they're not going to go anywhere. They're not going to be killed. They're not going to be destroyed. They have got to be healed. If they're not healed, this won't work. The light will come in, but the crap will just start up all over in some other fashion. And so they will now be the guardians of this new reality to make sure that these things don't happen. That these negatives that are